Hello and good evening, Bronies and Pegasisters. My name is Frost Cloud on my Mr. Chaos the Cunning Wolf channel. Tonight I will be reacting to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Season 7, Episode 10, Royal Problems. I've heard a while ago before I even got a chance to get on this video that this episode is supposed to be about Celestia and Luna having some sort of fight at the castle. And if that's the case, then I'm quite excited. The earlier episode of Season 7, Celestial Advice, showed that even high and mighty royal figures such as Celestia aren't perfect and have their worries and doubts in life. Also, just like a lot of the fandom, I too have really hoped for an episode where we get to see the princesses in a more humble and petty situation at the castle. But with all that said, let's get started. What is with your face, Twilight?
I'm sure that's not why she looks like that. Oh, actually it is. Well, it's that and the fact that you're being called to the
Wait,
royal
Starlight's going to Canterlot?
Equestria could be going on there. Do you want me to come with you? No, I shouldn't. The map just called you for a reason, right? Though maybe it's a mistake. Not because of you, because it's never called just one of us before.
Calm down, Twilight.
I also
That laugh, that laugh sounded so high-pitched and unlike her, but it was funny anyway.
Like maybe the cooks are fighting over who has the best butternut squash soup. Or the royal hairdressers are fighting over a
Yeah, I can picture Donut Joe being in that fight.
No, that's just crazy. Luna and Celestia would never fight.
Are you sure about that, Twilight? And I thought you learned back in Celestial Advice that, that even royal figures aren't perfect.
Well, there's nothing wrong here, right, sister?
No, everything's perfect as usual, sister.
Stop lying, Luna. What's up? Oh,
Is that you? How are you here?
uh,
I'm not. I'm still home. It's an easy spell. I'll show you later. Anyway, enough about me.
Okay,
I
that-
check on you, not in a meddling kind of way.
okay,
But
okay,
anyway, so
honey, you look amazing in that,
Great.
well, I mean rather cute in that ballet suit. You know what I'm talking about.
Celestia and Luna. Oh, no, that's terrible. I mean, what makes you say that? You know how some ponies say nothing's wrong, but you can tell something's definitely wrong?
Yeah, they're lying or being sarcastic. Yeah, I've heard of those situations
That's
before.
basically what the princesses did when I said there was a friendship problem. Only they did it more, regally. Oh, I wish I could help you, but I can't. Both for map reasons and because I have no idea. This is big! Like, really big! But I'm here if you ever need to talk or listen to music.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's just. They should. Next time I go to BronyCon, I hope some artist actually makes that into a real music box. I'd play that every night, literally. No, I really would.
Doing it. It's a small way to say, I care.
Oh wow, this is the first time we've actually saw like this kind of setting inside the castle, like a big long traditional dinner table.
Please excuse me.
Wow, last night must have been really hard on her.
Perhaps, but she is like this every morning.
So, I think Luna may be hurting her sister's feelings without even realizing it. Poor Celestia. That's so sweet that she makes her sister pancakes every morning. She's your mentor. I think you might be biased. Fair enough. So what are you gonna do?
You're absolutely stealing this episode from me, Twilight. Would you quit being so? Would you quit being so cute already?
Princess Luna's waiting for you, miss.
Good luck, Starlight.
Yeah, I was thinking, are you gonna blow your cover by moving or laughing?
Princess Luna, you do this every night?
Lavender's calming scent is known to aid dreamers in achieving a restorative sleep.
That's so thoughtful.
I try my best to make sure the ponies in this castle sleep peacefully.
So then I said, touring, more like boring.
Oh, who are these guys?
Oh, you really my sister is too busy having fun with dignitary ponies to acknowledge anything I do.
Luna's desperate for attention again?
So, both princesses are hurting each other without realizing it. And instead of talking about it, they're just getting colder and more distant. And they're Celestia and Luna, so it's not like you can just confront them. Actually, that's exactly what I was gonna do. What? Are you crazy? I mean, you do whatever you think is best. This is your mission. Gee, thanks for believing in me, Twilight. I do, but the last time the princesses fought, Luna turned into Nightmare Moon, and Princess Celestia had to banish her for 1,000 years.
I get your worries, Twilight, but you gotta...
Well, I can't do
Just
nothing.
like in... Just like in the No Second Princess episode, you have to learn to trust Twilight
You said
and kind of stay out of her hair.
Aren't the best in the same sentence, and it's making me nervous. I'm not much help, am I?
No,
So,
I almost feel bad eating this. It's adorable.
I need to think of an alternative word for face palm. Horn palm, okay.
Princess Luna, wait. As you both know, the map sent me here for a reason, and I think I found out what it is.
Really? Oh, that is wonderful, Starlight. What is it?
You two.
Excuse
Beg
me? Your pardon?
I think you're...
Come on, stand your ground, Starlight.
You said it yourselves. Neither of you believes your sister knows how hard it is to be you. So, this is your chance to...
This sounds fun.
Followed by a good night's sleep. You can try. I haven't had an easy day in, well, ever. But now I get to sleep, and tonight will be a breeze. All right, Starlight Glimmer. Do this.
Good choice. Not that you had one. I'm gonna stop talking now.
Hold it together, Twilight.
Cutie marks? The actual princess's cutie marks? I thought we moved past this. It was the right call. I hope.
Yeah, you hope.
Are you okay in there?
I'm good. Just, reading an exciting book. He's gonna think I'm nuts. He's not the only one.
As you can see, Celestia and I are switching places today. I assure you, I am more than capable of handling.
I'm pretty
all
sure
the
Luna's gonna mess this up.
duties. Dismissed. So, what is first on my dear sister's to-do list?
It says you have a few public appearances. Store openings, judging the Royal Rose Contest, you know, that sort of thing.
Oh, I knew today would be easy, but I didn't think it would be that easy.
Are you sure? What's with the fake smile? I thought you said this was gonna be easy. What? How can rope be that hard to cut? Aren't you supposed to be behind them?
Princess Luna unhappy with student fundraisers? But I wasn't unhappy.
You are scowling.
I didn't mean to. I've been smiling all day. My cheeks are... Now, to save some ponies from their nightmares, which aren't real, so it shouldn't be too hard, right? Right. Celestia.
Well,
I'm talking to myself again.
well, if they weren't entirely real, then why would Luna have to save them from nightmares?
I can.
Oh no!
This is big! Like, really big!
Whoa!
Right, I'm here now. Tell me what's wrong. Going with my gut was the wrong call. I was supposed to bring you two closer together, but I've only driven you apart. If you two can't see why you need each other, then I am back.
Oh no!
how to handle Nightmare Moon. Yes, but can you handle me?
Oh no! An evil version of Princess Celestia? I've had thoughts about this before, if they would ever do something like this.
I told you I was more powerful.
I love Celestia's laugh. Even as Daybreaker, she sounds very lovable when she laughs.
Look, we get it, you're sad. You could really use some sun.
Oh no.
It's all my fault. I never should have gone on this mission. Now Equestria is doomed.
You did have to go on the mission. You were chosen for it. You just made a mistake.
That smile's too wide. It's obviously not real.
That sounds like the creepy singing from the episode from season 5 called Princesses Dream. Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep, where Rainbow Dash was in that dream where all those flowers were creepily singing to her.
That smile's too wide. It's obviously not real.
They're like the creepy singing flowers.
Yeah, I'm so good. I've seen a lot, but I haven't seen.
This is an epic battle, and it's very unique as well. We see two evil versions of both the sisters fighting each other, while the good versions of them are watching.
We're going with my gun again. If you don't fix this soon, it could have a grave consequence on Starlight's psyche. But my magic isn't powerful enough. I thought if we
So
worked
that's why
together-
Luna exists.
Sure,
If she's not there to stop night bears often enough, then people will just lose their sanity.
Your job is so incredible.
Well, in this case, ponies will lose their sanity.
So, did you talk to yourself?
A little. Is this really happening? Or is this still a dream? Welcome back, sister. I know you had a long night, so I made you some pancakes. Oh, how nice. They're delicious. Thank you.
I wonder if it's worse than the cupcake than the muffins that Pinky had in Starlight's old village. You know, where Sugar Belle used to be a really crappy baker. I wonder if that pancake tastes even worse.
In that case, they are terrible. I know. Oh, but it means a lot that you tried. I love you, sister.
I love you too. So, this was real. Or was it not real? And this just happened now and not in my
Well, with
dream?
all the epic stuff that happened in this stream, that it's even confusing for me as a viewer. Like sometimes I forget that if it's a dream within the episode or something that actually happened in the episode, whether it's dream or canon.
To do what you did. That's a nice way of saying I came dangerously close to messing everything up.
It was just what we needed. The experience has made us closer than ever.
So who says going with your gut is all bad, huh?
Wait, I'm not doing this.
24 hours is over.
I believe that one means your mission is complete.
Wow! I can't wait to tell Twilight! We already know! I mean, I don't know everything. I just got here to bring you a toothbrush. So this is just a very
A spike toothbrush.
I'm so proud of you! Tell me everything! Start from after I hyperventilated and don't leave out any details!
Lay off the caffeine, Twilight.
By the way, there's a field trip you need to make happen and a Timberwolf issue you need to address. What? Oh, look, there's the sun. Time for me to turn in.
Oh. And then Celestia's like, get back here! Wow, that... I have to say, like, even though I haven't watched this more than one time, obviously, just now, I have to say, even just by first look, this is probably one of the best episodes in Season 7, in my opinion.
I admire this episode in so many ways. We not only got to see the two royal sisters together at the castle after a long period of episodes, but we got to see them in a highly relatable situation, a sibling fight, which in some cases falls into the category of a friendship problem. So of course the map has to dispatch one of the main six to solve the problem, but this time it happens to be Starlight. Now upon my first viewing of this episode, which you obviously all just witnessed, I at first thought that Starlight was a rather odd choice of a pony to resolve this issue between the two princesses. And for a little while, I thought that Twilight was a more sensible choice for the situation. But when I think about it now after watching the episode a few more times, I do think it was a wiser decision for the map to have chosen Starlight. I feel that if Twilight was called, she would have most likely panicked throughout most of the ordeal and would have possibly made an even bigger mess of things than Starlight did. Speaking of the things that Starlight did, I very much admire how Starlight got some character development. During the mission she was sent on, she stayed calm for as long as she could, and was straight to the point about the issue with Celestia and Luna when it was time to confront them with nearly no struggle. I really enjoyed the idea of the two princesses in the type of situation where both do not realize how hard, stressful, and time-consuming each other's roles and responsibilities are. I'm very satisfied with the direction that this episode went in. Without Starlight's desperate yet smart move of switching the princess's cutie marks, helping the two the alternative magicless way would have felt too predictable and would have killed such an amazing episode. One line in this episode that really stuck out to me was when Starlight said, "Well, I can't do nothing. The princesses aren't the best at communicating with each other." That line showed me that Starlight is very smart and knows that no pony is perfect. Twilight's response to Starlight's statement, on the other hand, had me confused. I thought Twilight had already learned in celestial advice that even princesses aren't perfect. Now, Daybreaker. For an evil version of Celestia, she is a much more sexier villain than Queen Chrysalis in my opinion. She is designed very well. I've always tried to picture what an evil Celestia would look like. It originated from back where I imagined a scenario where Celestia has a third sister who, unlike Nightmare Moon, who wanted an eternal night, wants an eternal burning sun. But it was still nice to see what Celestia would have become if she had let selfishness take over her heart. Either way, it was amazing to see Daybreaker make her appearance. And how can we forget? Tiny Music Box Twilight. She is two things in a box: clever writing and Adora beautiful. When I saw my waifu in that ballet dress, I just couldn't help but say, "Honey, you look amazing." The scowl that Luna accidentally made always got a laugh out of me. As for her nightmare with the singing fillies and her teeth falling out, ugh, it very much freaked me out way more than the singing flowers in Rainbow Dash's nightmare during the Season 5 episodes, Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep? Overall, I loved this episode. I saw two royal figures who were realistically not perfect, and had to learn to respect each other's stressful lives, but also communicate better and acknowledge the little things that they do for each other to show that they care. To me, it is by far the best episode of Season 7 and one of the best episodes in the entire show. Out of 10 paws, I give this episode 10. My name is Frostcloud. Thank you all for joining me, and have a wonderful day. Brohoof.
I told you I was more powerful than you! You.